It is 6:30 in the morning on a Friday, and I am taking 3/4 inch limestone and putting it in this little bucket. Now you might be wondering, Austin, what the hell are you doing? And I often wonder that myself. And you also might be wondering, why in 70-degree weather do I have a hoodie on and long pants? I'll answer that first question first. The second question first. The reason is we've had so much rain in the past week that there are about 20 million mosquitoes all around. I've got pulling my little wheelbarrow here. There's 20 million mosquitoes, and I've got about 30 mosquito bites on my back alone. That's why I'm wearing a hoodie. But why am I pouring 3/4 inch limestone into a bucket and carrying it? And what does that have to do with side hustles? All very good questions. Earlier this spring, my wife and I had an idea to build a batting cage in our backyard. Eventually, it'll be cheaper to build a batting cage and have to just go outside and hit than it would be to drive to a location and do all of that stuff. So we built a batting cage, and we're actually here now inside of the batting cage. Low bridge. We're inside of the batting cage as we speak, and we're about to dump our probably second load of the day. One of the problems, every solution creates a new problem. Always remember that. One of the problems with our batting cage and our use with our 3 kids is it's muddy back here. All of our work, because we hit almost every day, all of our work has created a mud pit. And that becomes a problem. It is hard. That's probably not a great place to put it, but we're here now. Anyway, this backyard area has become a mud pit. And so what I had the bright idea of doing is putting in artificial turf. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm putting in artificial turf for a 10 by 50 area. 10 feet by 50 feet. 10 feet by 50 feet area. And if you don't know, when you're putting in a batting cage or artificial turf, it requires several steps for a decent batting cage. Now, I'm not trying to do this professionally. I just want something where we can work on it, work in it, and it doesn't turn into mud. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into these different side hustles. Side hustle number 1, and you just kind of saw me do it or use it, is delivering dirt and mulch and gravel and limestone. Now you might be wondering, thinking, asking, how would somebody do that? Basically what you're going to do, and this is kind of true for all of them, is you're going to do a little bit of arbitrage. And what that means is you find a service that people want or need and you do it. For example, all of this dirt here came from a quarry. Obviously, all of this limestone came from a quarry. And so what you can do is you can work with people delivering this dirt. Now I only have a Chevy Traverse, so I'm not able to get 4 tons, 4 cubic yards of limestone. I had to have somebody deliver it for me. I believe I paid $260 for 4 cubic yards of limestone. So side hustle number 1 is delivering. Now you might be saying, Austin, I don't have a dump truck. You can use your pickup truck. If you've got an old beat up used pickup truck, you can use that. Or you could do something like rent a U-Haul. Or if you've got a trailer, you can load it up with a trailer. That's side hustle number 1. Side hustle number 2 is renting out power equipment. One of the things that I had to do was I had to use a sod cutter. A sod cutter essentially just does what the name implies. It cuts sod, it kind of creates like a little flat little base there. If you've got power equipment, you've got used equipment sitting around, I'd recommend that you use that. The only drawback to some of these is that they require your time, right? With the sod cutter, I went out to a place and picked it up. But I don't know if you guys will be able to see this. This is what a sod cutter does. It cuts a thin layer of sod off the top, which makes a nice little flat land for an area. For me, it's a 10 by 50 batting cage. But people use side cutters for various reasons. Side cutter makes time easier, makes life easier for someone like me, instead of having to manually try and do it with hand or use hand tools. But if you've got power equipment, and it doesn't even have to be big power equipment, if you've got power tools, people that are weekend DIYers will appreciate being able to rent equipment for a day or two. I only had that side cutter for 2 hours and I paid like $120. I had to go pick it up myself. I had to unload it myself. I had to use it and I had to bring it back. $120 just for that, and I did all the work. So that's side hustle number 2, power equipment. Side hustle number 3, and this is an interesting one, is field turf. And this more is arbitrage once again, which is really interesting. And I felt like I was being scammed. What I'm going to do is I'm having artificial turf delivered. But the guy that I am buying it from isn't the person that I connected with on Facebook. I'm doing all of this through Facebook Marketplace, by the way. So I saw a bunch of posts on Facebook Marketplace where the guy was charging $100 or $200 per roll, multiple listings. And when I reached out to the guy, it wasn't the same guy. Now I'm paying $500 for, I think, 4 rolls of artificial turf. He's delivering it, but again, I've got to do all the work in moving it. That is side hustle number 3. Just to keep up, number 1 is bulk material delivery and drop off. You can use a pickup truck. If you've got a trailer, you can use that. You can drop it off. These are going to be mostly for like weekend projects. The second one is small equipment rental, as I mentioned. Really power equipment in general. You can do the third one is artificial turf sourcing. Now what this guy says, he's coming from West Bend, which is probably maybe an hour drive, is he's getting this artificial turf from schools, high schools and colleges, and he's reselling it. Like I said, this isn't actually the person that I connected with on Facebook, which is really strange. The next one is small turf installation. You might be asking, or hopefully you're asking, Alston, why are you doing all of this yourself? Why not just hire a guy to do it? At the end of the day, I'm kind of cheap. I'm kind of cheap when it comes to certain things, and I overestimate my skills and ability. More importantly, my wife will tell you, I overestimate my skills and ability, and I thought I could do this myself. Now, 10 by 50 isn't a huge space. If you hired an actual company to do it, they're going to charge maybe $6,000, $7,000. But what you could do, if you've got more time, you could actually do small little jobs like this, because this isn't really a big job, and it's fairly straightforward. So you could be kind of that middleman. But again, this is going to take more of your time. You might need to hire 1 or 2 people to help you out with that, but it's cheaper than, you could be that cheaper price than a large company to do it. Again, you could install turf for batting cages, dog runs, whatever. There are tons of YouTube videos on how to do it. It's fairly straightforward. But again, you're going to save people time, save people money, help them avoid frustration. The 5th one is junk, mulch, crap, haul away. That's going to be the most frustrating part about this entire process, is taking the dirt that I've cut up and move it somewhere else. Move it, find a place to drop it off without having to pay crazy fees. Again, that's going to require you to have a truck of some sort or a trailer. Now, what's the overarching side hustle that I would actually probably start based on all of this? The one that can make the most money? There's a couple. One is an arbitrage type business. And what that means, there's a few different ways to do it, but you identify services that people need, whether it's plumbing or artificial turf install. You run maybe Google Ads or Facebook Marketplace ads, and then once there's a lead, you forward that lead on to a business, a real business. That is probably the best out of all of these, simply because it doesn't require so much of your time, money, energy, and frustration. Because if you're loaning out equipment, either you're taking the equipment to somebody else for use, you got to worry about if the equipment gets damaged, there's a lot of variables in there. What if they don't return the equipment? What are you going to do then? How are you going to hunt them down? Are you going to sue them? There's a lot of variables in that. But if you do arbitrage, where you are collecting leads essentially and forwarding those leads on to somebody else, that could be an opportunity. It's online. You don't have to put in time, You don't have to put in as much time and manual labor because all of the work is being done for you. Now, there's a couple ways to do it. You could contract with local businesses. For example, let's say landscapers near me. You collect the leads and then you sell them to a group of landscapers in the area, or you could work with one or two specific landscapers and say, hey, look, anytime I get someone clicks on my link, it's going to go directly to you. And you could do that on a contractual basis, a monthly basis, where every month they're going to pay you X amount of dollars per lead to make money. Now, the best way to do it, in my opinion, would be through like Facebook. You can do Facebook SEO, or not Facebook. Best way to do it would be through Google Ads or Google SEO. Because how many times have you Googled or searched something near me, mulch near me, landscapers near me? And if you do that, I think that's a cool opportunity. You don't have to do manual labor. You don't have to worry about other people waiting on other people. But this is the project, and I'm actually gonna make a separate video, maybe talking to this guy about, I'm gonna make a separate video about the compactor that I have, and then a separate video about the side hustle of turf install, because that was really interesting to me. Like I said, the guy's located in West Bend, and he has a bunch of different Facebook ads selling artificial turf, but he's not the actual person doing it. He is he's working with different people. The people that actually message on Facebook they're from California, and the guy's name was like Danny Turf something, which was really interesting. But this is what I'm doing. I'm doing it for my 3 kids, twin 11-year-olds and an 8-year-old, because this is going to save us time and money and hopefully give us more excitement later on. Follow for more if you like different side hustles. If you want to learn how to make money online, follow this channel because I'm going to upload pretty frequently.